Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in day 5 of the 4-star buff booster raid tournament with no reds. I'm going to feature my 5 raid flags with commentary. I am currently 20-0 on the week, hoping to go 25-0 because we're definitely going to need that for the top 1%. My defense has been trash this week. We've only won 2 battles, and everything else was losses. I was maybe drunk when I set my defense earlier this week, and I put blues at the tank and flanks when I should have put greens since there was no reds. So we're going to pretend that that didn't happen. We're still going to get top 1%, hopefully, with the offense carrying us throughout the week. And I'm not going to do a featured hero today because I want to just focus on the best team for who I am going up against. And my teams haven't been changing too much throughout the week. The teams I've been using have been working out for me. So first up today, we are going to go up against a Fruitio tank team. They've also got Glasscademon, Sharkai, Lionstring, and Goldie. So I am definitely going to keep in a couple greens. I don't need to worry about the glass costumes. So let's bring in the tuned version of Cademon. I'm going to take out Grim since we've got a green tank. I think I'm going to bring in Cyprian actually. Actually, do they have any glass costumes? They've got glass, Cademon, and everybody else does not bypass the buff. So let's bring in Cyprian with the Regard and Tiberius combo, and then I'm going to keep in Goldie, and let's bring in, although let's split up our healers a little bit, and then I think I want to bring in a third healer actually. Yeah, let's bring in Melindor, and the reason I'm doing that is because I want that attack growth to build up from Goldie, and actually, you know what? Let's bring in Cademon. Both of Cademon and Melindor are Dispellers, so it'll work out either way for them, and then that way I can get rid of the bus from Sharkai and then anybody else. Goldie has the Reflect. All right, let's go into battle with this. All right, I'm going to start off with the 4 yellows in the middle. That's going to set off at least 1 cascade with the purples on the left. Nice cascade with the yellow and the blues after. Not that I have any blues or reds, but at least it's getting rid of some tiles. I've got 4 greens on the right. I'm going to match now. Nice cascade with the purples, and I've got 4 purples, and Fruitio is dead already. Awesome. Let's match those 4 purples. That's going to give me all 3 of my purple specials. Don't set off Lionstring. All right, let's use Goldie first to heal and to give me the Reflect. And then I'm going to use Cademon on Sharkai, because I don't want Lionstring or Goldie to dodge it. Although Goldie did dodge the dispelling of the buff, but Lionstring did not. Let's use Cyprian. I'm going to hold on to Regard. Let's use the main part of Tiberius on the right over here. I'm going to match these 4 purples. And Lionstring and Goldie are both dead. Awesome. All right, now let's match these. You know, I'm going to use Regard now because I'm going to match these 3 purples over here. And then let's use Tiberius. I'm going to hold on to Cyprian since I don't need to use him right now. Let's do some tile dumping with this blue diamond. Nice cascading. That's going to give me Cademon. And let's use Cademon on Cademon, use Cyprian, match these 3 yellows here. It's going to give me Goldie. We can kill off Sharkai with these 3 purple tiles. And then maybe Cademon with these 4 yellows. Not quite. Yeah, actually the last one did it. All right, we are 1-0 to start today. Next up, we've got a Toon Cyprian tank team. They've also got Glass Grim, Toon Melindor, Glass Cademon, and Glass Lizu. So I'm definitely going to want to bring in some glass costumes. So let's take out Tiberius since I don't have a glass costume for him. I'm going to put in the glass version of Cademon. And then do I want to bring in... Let's take out the purples since they've got a purple tank. And then they've got mostly all attack and glass costume. So let's take out Cyprian. He's not going to really do very good. Let's bring in Melindor over here. Cademon, Grim, and then do I want to bring in Lizu? They've got only 2 Toon costumes, which will have a good chance to resist the mana reduction. But I think I do want to bring in Lizu, especially since they have a purple tank. Yeah, let's do that. All right. And just going to swap this troop over here real quick to put the defensive one on Melindor, and let's go into battle with this. I'm going to start off with the 3 purples horizontally. That's going to set off 2 cascades, the blues and the greens, so we can do a little bit of tile dumping here. And we're going to have a yellow diamond. Awesome. Let's match it this way with 3 yellows up against, or 5 yellows up against Cyprian. And then I'm actually going to hit the yellow diamond. That's going to give me both of my yellow specials. And maybe kill Cyprian. Not quite. Give me a cascade somewhere, please. Thank you. Awesome. Alright, let's use Goldie to heal first and give me the reflect. I'm going to use Lizu right now. Let's match the 3 reds up the middle, I think. I want to see if I can get another green before matching those other greens. We did not. Alright, let's match the 3 greens now. And then I'm going to match the 3 blues horizontally. That's definitely going to give me Grim. I don't think matching them vertically would have given me him. Don't kill Grim. Aw, man. That's not cool. Alright, let's match the 3 yellows up against Melindor since he's about to go off anyway. I am not loving the status of this match right now. Although, actually, let's hit the purple dragon up top on the left. That way I can match some greens next turn. That's going to give me Melindor and Cademon. Don't set off Cademon, please, thank you. Alright, let's use Melindor, and then I'm going to use Cademon on Grim, maybe? Or Lizu. I'm going to use him on Lizu. Let's ghost these 3 yellow tiles. Going to match the 3 greens up against Cademon. Let's match the 3 blues and greens up against Cademon. Give me some yellows, please. Awesome, okay. Lizu's going to go off. It's going to reduce the mana of my Lizu and Goldie, but we should be able to get their specials, or at least Lizu. I don't know about Goldie. Please, thank you. Okay, good. Don't kill anybody. Thank you. Let's use Goldie first to heal and have the reflect. Let's use Lizu now. I'm going to match the 3 blues up against Cademon so I can match the greens next turn. Melindor's going off. That's not ideal. Let's match the 3 greens this way so that I can get both of my specials. I'm going to use Melindor first, and then let's use Cademon on Lizu again. Let's hold off, actually. I'm trying to string some specials or some tiles together, if possible. Alright, let's use Cademon now. And then I'm going to hit the dragon. I wish I used Cademon on Grim, actually. That's unfortunate. Let's match these 3 greens up against Melindor. It's going to take forever to kill Melindor because of those Thorn minions. Alright, let's try to tile dump as much as possible here. Let's match the 3 yellows horizontally with that cascade of reds. Give me some greens or yellows, please. Nice cascade with those 4 greens. Don't... Oh, please stay alive, Melindor. Aw, man. Alright, we gotta try to kill Grim, if possible. I'm gonna hit this purple dragon, I think. Actually, you know what? Lizu's going off, so I don't want to do that. Don't love my options here. Let's match the 3 purples on the top right. Now I'm going to hit this green dragon. Don't kill Goldie, please. Let's match these 3 yellows so that I can heal and get Lizu activated. We might be able to kill Grim with these, or rather with Caedmon now. Please kill Grim. Awesome, okay. Let's match these purples and reds. We gotta tile dump as much as possible if we can. I need to ghost those yellows. I need Goldie to stay alive, please. Goldie's gonna be dead. Goldie is now dead. Caedmon is dead. I'm not going to go 25-0 in this raid tournament, unfortunately. All right, we suffered our first loss. Next up, we are going to go up against a Toon Caedmon tank team. They've also got Cyprian, Glasschow, Regard, and Kirill. I am going to take out Grim. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep the same team in, because they've got Cyprian with the counterattack. And I want to keep my 3 glass costumes. Man, bummed I lost that last battle. Alright, let's start off with the 3 blues on the left with that cascade of reds. Now I'm going to match the 4 greens over here. Nice cascade with the greens and some yellows. Kill Caedmon, please. Awesome. Nice cascading. Alright, let's use Melindor to heal. Give me that buff. Let's use Caedmon on Kirill. We might be able to kill him before he even gets activated. Let's use Goldie and then Lizu. Ghost these 3 blue tiles, which will give me Grim. Kirill is dead. Let's see if we can kill off Regard with the green tiles. Just kidding, the special did it. And this battle's going to be over very quickly. And just like that, that battle is over already after losing the one before. All right, next up we've got a Glass Lizu tank team. They've also got Glass Grim, Toon Melindor, Glass Kirill, and Glass Caedmon. I'm going to bring back in my Toons because of Glass Lizu being at the tank. And then I'm going to take out my Lizu, since they've got a yellow tank. Actually, you know what? Let's bring in... what do they have for... They've got, like, all glass costumes, so I don't want to bring in Cyprian. I do, however, want to bring in Tiberius and Regard. And go with this, maybe? Let's take out Goldie and bring back in Grim. So we've got 2 healers and 3 attackers. Make sure I got the right troops over here. Perfect. Nice board to start with the greens. right, how to maximize it, though? Let's start off with the 3 blues up against Grim. And then I want to match the 3 greens horizontally to set up that cascade of reds. We got some more reds on the bottom that I didn't need. Let's match the 4 purples. Then I'm going to match the 3 yellows up against Li Zu. That's going to give me a green diamond to match. Although before I do that, I feel like I want to match the reds and blues on the left. Yeah. Now let's match that green diamond. That's going to give me Caedmon. Li Zu is dead. Let's use Caedmon on Kirill, because I'm going to match these 3 greens on the right, which will give me Melindor so I can heal. And then I'm going to match the 3 reds here in the middle. Hitting the green diamond does not give me Melindor yet, unfortunately, so let's see if we can get a green tile in the middle. Perfect. Got a couple, actually. Alright, now let's do some tile dumping. I'm going to move over that 1 purple tile, hit the purple dragon, and the green diamond's going off. Melindor's going to heal. Not ideal. Let's use my Melindor, and then let's use the main part of Tiberius and then Caedmon on Kirill, see if we can kill him. Not quite because of the attack down on Caedmon. Let's match the 3 blues. That's going to give me Grim. Oh, just kidding. 1 tile short. Let's match the 3 blues. And now let's use Grim. And these 4 greens should kill Kirill. Nice. Alright, let's match these 5 yellows. Gonna set up another cascade of more yellows and some more stuff. I'm going to use Regard to heal and hit this yellow diamond, do some tile dumping here. Let's match these greens and blues in the middle. Let's use Melindor first to heal, give me that extra buff on Caedmon, and I'm going to use Caedmon on Caedmon, see if we can kill him. Not quite, but this purple diamond might do it. Awesome. Nice. Cascading with the greens. Let's see if we can kill Grim with Caedmon since he does extra damage to blue. Perfect. I'm going to hold off on using my purple special since what's-his-face? Melindor is about to go off. Let's match these greens over here. Of course, he got another Thorn minion. I'm gonna hit the yellow diamond, I think. No, let's use Tiberius first. Now it's a deal then. Nice cascading. Let's use Grim first for the chance of maybe getting the defense down. Did not work, of course, since he's a toon. Just gonna ghost tiles until we can get enough specials to kill off Melindor. Alright, I'm confident we can end this right now. Let's use Grim first, Tiberius, Caedmon, and then match this purple diamond. Just kidding, we did not need to. Alright, we won that battle. We are 3 for 4 today. We've got 1 battle left, and we're going to go up against a Glass Skittle Skull team. They've also got Merlin, Waddles, Glass Kirill, and Glass Chow. I am probably going to keep the same team in here. Yeah, they've got a couple of yellows, so I want to keep my purples in. And then Cyprian's not really going to work out with the class costumes they have. And I might take out Grim, though. No. Who else do I have? I could bring in Lizu. Counterattack heroes aren't really going to work out. Greg isn't going to work out because of the bleed getting reflected back. I could bring in another healer, but I think 2 healers is enough. Yeah, let's go with this again. Alright, I'm going to start off with the 3 reds horizontally to set off that cascade of blues. Need to tile dump as much as possible here. Let's match the 4 purples on the left. Now let's hit that purple dragon. That's going to set off a couple cascades of those greens and yellows. Kill Skittle Skull. Thank you. Now I can get my green specials by matching some tiles. Let's match them this way. Yeah. Let's see if we can kill Waddles before he gets that shifting Miles attack. Not quite. Let's match the 3 blues up against Kirill. Nice cascading. That's going to kill Waddles. Awesome. Now, let's match the 3 purples. That might give me my purple specials 1 tile short. All right, let's match them again in the middle here. And you know what? Let's just kill off Kirill. Not quite, man. How about this couple blue tiles? Perfect. All right, we've got Grim. Let's use him on Chow. And then let's match this yellow diamond. Set off that cascade of reds. And some greens. Nice cascading. Let's use Melindor. And then I'm going to use Cademon on Merlin. And then before I match any tiles that are favorable for me, let's see where Merlin's Miles attack goes. Awesome. Tunes resist it. Great. Let's hit this green diamond. And we should be able to end this battle with... Let's give the final finishing attack to Tyranus. All right, so we went 4 and 5 today, 24 and 1 on the week right now in the top 1%. If I look at the leaderboard, I'm ranked 1885. It's about the top 5,000 that finish in top 1%, so we should be good to go to finish top 1%. Unfortunately, could not go 25 and 0, 24 and 1 on the week. Let me know how your 4-star Buff Booster Raid Tournament went, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button. Make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.